Hey there, Focus Learners, and welcome back to The Explainer. So today, we're diving straight into a remarkably quick money tip that's going to seriously challenge your daily habits. I mean, we all want to fix our finances and build up that security, right? But what if the way we've been taught to do it is just entirely wrong?
Are you saving money backwards? Yeah, it's a bit of a provocative question, isn't it? But I want you to really stop and think about your own routine for a second. Do you fall into that incredibly common everyday trap? You know the one, you go through your month, you pay the bills, buy the groceries, maybe treat yourself a little bit, and then literally only at the very end of the month do you finally check your bank account to see what cash miraculously remains to be saved? Look, if that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone.
Looking at our source material for today's explainer, we find this incredibly simple, punchy daily tip. And honestly, contained within just these few lines is a financial maxim that flips our entire mindset totally upside down. It takes basically everything we assume about managing our paychecks and just turns it completely on its head. So let's break down exactly what this source is actually telling us to do. As the source points out, most people save whatever is left after spending. I mean, this is basically the default societal norm, right? It's what almost everyone does. We get our paycheck, and instantly that outward flow begins. You've got rent, utilities, dinner out, all those subscriptions. We just spend, and then we kind of cross our fingers and merely hope there are some leftovers, scraping the bottom of the barrel to toss into a savings account. We're essentially validating our spending first, and saving just becomes this total afterthought. But here is the absolute core pivot from our source material today. That is completely backwards. Think about it. If you're waiting until the end of the month to save, you're literally prioritizing every single business and service you interact with above your own future financial security. So instead of that old recipe for zero savings, spending first and saving what's left, we need to shift to a totally new paradigm. Save first, spend what's left. It sounds almost too easy, right? But by simply flipping that order of operations, you absolutely guarantee that your savings goal is met every single time, without exception. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, that sounds great, but I've got bills to pay. How much am I actually supposed to save? Well, the source brings this down to an incredibly concrete, super approachable target, just 10%. You absolutely do not need to save half your income to make this work. By isolating this 10% metric, it makes this whole paradigm shift achievable for almost anyone. It's basically an immediate, highly actionable starting line. To make this crystal clear, the source actually gives us a really strict 3-step blueprint based heavily on timing and boundaries. Step 1, get paid. Step 2, save 10% immediately. And step 3, only then do you touch the rest. The absolute key here is doing this the literal moment the money hits your account. Boom, that 10% just vanishes right into savings. You do not leave it in your checking account. You don't give yourself even a second of temptation to spend it. You lock it away first, and then you're completely free to use the remaining 90% for the rest of your life's expenses. So, why does this really simple timing shift matter quite so much? Well, the source states it super clearly. That one change alone can fix your whole financial life. Just think about the massively outsized impact of this single, proactive behavioral tweak. By forcing that 10% out of your hands immediately, you are completely removing willpower from the equation. Like, entirely. You're no longer just hoping to save. You are guaranteeing it. This one simple change basically patches the biggest leak in your financial life.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer today. And I want to leave you with a very direct question. How are you going to treat your very next paycheck? Are you going to fall right back into that old habit of spending first and just kind of hoping for leftovers? Or are you going to apply this save first mindset the literal moment that next payday arrives? Just take that 10% right off the top, secure your future, and then go ahead and enjoy what's left. The choice is completely yours. Keep learning, stay focused, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.